Welcome back to the channel where we explore the most valuable and rare coins in American history that could be sitting in your pocket change right now. In today's deep and detailed video, we're going to talk about one of the most overlooked yet extremely rare coins that has stunned collectors and experts alike with its unbelievable market value. We're diving into the full coin history and current collector's worth of the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. That's right, a coin that was minted just over 2 decades ago, and now holds an incredible current market value of $99,287. This coin is a treasure hiding in plain sight, and we are going to uncover everything you need to know about its origin, design, why it's so rare, and how you could possibly own or sell one for life-changing money. Let's begin by going back to the early 2000s when the United States Mint was continuing the long-running production of the Lincoln 1-cent penny series. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regular issue American coin. The designer, Victor David Brenner, crafted an image of Lincoln's profile based on a photograph taken in 1864. Over the years, the penny has seen many changes, from the wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial design, and more recently, the shield design. But in 2003, the design remained the same as it had been since 1959, the familiar Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now here's where the rarity begins. Most Lincoln pennies from 2003 were struck either at the Philadelphia Mint with no visible mint mark, the Denver Mint with a D mint mark, or the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark for proof coins. The Philadelphia Mint traditionally produces coins without a mint mark, but in very rare cases, certain coins minted elsewhere or struck under unique conditions have surfaced without a mint mark, creating extraordinary value due to their extreme scarcity. The 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that we're discussing today is not just any Philadelphia penny. This particular coin has been authenticated and studied by numismatists who confirm it was struck in error or under extremely limited and mysterious circumstances. It is believed that a very small batch was struck using improperly prepared planchets or dies intended for special production, possibly even experimental or transitional. Others believe it may have originated from a mule error, where dies from different mints or years were mistakenly paired together. In any case, the coin exhibits subtle and unusual characteristics that differentiate it from the typical 2003 Philadelphia strike. This rare 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny shows superior strike sharpness and strong details with an unusually clean surface and flawless finish, contributing to its significant grading. It has been graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, known as PCGS, with an ultra-high mint state condition. Coins like this are extremely difficult to find in circulation and are most often discovered in unopened rolls, sealed bags, or inherited collections. What makes this coin stand out even more is the fact that it lacks even microscopic traces of a mint mark placement area, supporting the theory that it may be a transitional die or planchet error. Now, let's talk about the money. This coin was recently sold in a high-profile auction attended by elite collectors and investors across the world. After intense bidding, this 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny reached a staggering final hammer price of $99,287. That's right, almost $100,000 for a single modern-day penny. Why such a high value? It comes down to a mix of rarity, condition, historical mystery, and extreme collector demand. Only a few of these coins are known to exist, and most are held tightly in private collections. When one of these coins enters the market, buyers will stop at nothing to acquire it. But there's more. This coin has started a ripple effect in the coin collecting world. Collectors are now scouring their change, searching penny rolls, and evaluating their old coin jars in hopes of discovering another one of these no-mint mark anomalies. Some experts believe there may be more out there, just waiting to be found. So yes, this could mean you, the viewer, might actually possess one of the most valuable coins of the century without even knowing it. How can you check if you have one of these rare coins? First, pull out all your 2003 pennies and look for any without a mint mark. Examine the surface quality, strike strength, and check for unusual weight, edge, or coloring. If the coin appears flawless, uncirculated, or has unique traits, do not spend it. Instead, take it to a certified coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. It's important to avoid cleaning or tampering with the coin, as doing so can reduce its value significantly. Let's not forget, the United States Mint has a long history of unexpected minting errors that later become high-value collectibles. From double dies to off-center strikes, to transitional planchets, and no mint mark issues, each rare coin has its own story, and sometimes even a mystery. The 2003 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is no exception. It's a living piece of history that tells us the story of how something as small as 1 cent can carry enormous value, both financially and historically. In conclusion, the 2003 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that challenges everything we thought we knew about modern coins. It reminds us that treasures don't always come in gold and silver. Sometimes, they're copper-plated zinc, hiding right in our pockets, piggy banks, or coin jars. This is not just a coin, it is a symbol of how rarity, history, and mystery can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner enthusiast, this coin is one to watch, and maybe even one to dream about finding. Thank you for watching this full in-depth breakdown on the 2003 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin history, and its incredible current value of $99,287. If you enjoyed this video and want more updates on rare and valuable coins that could make you rich, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, always check your change, because the next coin to change your life might already be in your hands. See you in the next video, and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins you could ever come across in circulation, the legendary 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. That's right, this unassuming coin, which millions of people have held in their hands, could be worth an astonishing $99,187 today. Stick around as we explore the incredible history, the mystery behind the missing mint mark, the exact reasons why this coin is worth so much, and how you can identify if you have one sitting unnoticed in your own coin collection or change jar. Let's start with the history behind the coin. The Lincoln cent has been one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it replaced the Indian head penny and was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. The original design was created by Victor David Brenner, and it has undergone a few changes over the decades. By the time we reached 1980, the Lincoln penny still featured Brenner's portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse showcased the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. Now here is where it gets interesting. In 1980, the United States Mint produced billions of 1-cent coins, but they were struck at multiple facilities including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most coins from Denver bear a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco usually carry an S. However, coins minted in Philadelphia did not carry any mint mark until 2017, with a few exceptions. This means that any coin from 1980 without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But why would a coin like this, which seems so ordinary and was minted in massive quantities, be worth tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in condition, rarity in high grades, and demand among collectors. While over 7 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1980, most of them circulated heavily and became worn down. Only a few pristine examples remain in gem-uncirculated condition with deep red luster and no blemishes. These rare survivors, graded as MS-67 red or higher by professional grading services, have become incredibly valuable. The 1980 no mint mark penny we're talking about today was graded at an exceptional mint state level and sold for an eye-watering $99,187 at auction due to its rarity and perfect condition. So what should you be looking for? Start by checking any 1980 pennies in your collection or change. If your penny has no mint mark just beneath the date, that means it was struck in Philadelphia. But here's the catch: for your coin to be worth big money, it must be in nearly flawless condition. You're looking for a coin with strong original red coloring, sharp details especially in Lincoln's hair and coat, no visible scratches or wear, and absolutely perfect luster. Next, get the coin professionally graded. There are two major third-party grading services trusted by collectors and investors: the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, known as NGC. If your 1980 penny is in high grade, these companies can authenticate it, assign it a grade from 1 to 70, and seal it in a tamper-proof holder. Coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 red are extremely scarce and could fetch thousands to tens of thousands of dollars at auction depending on market demand. Now let's talk about what affects the value of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. The first and most important factor is the condition or grade. Even a small scratch can drastically reduce the value of the coin. Secondly, the color of the penny is vital. Collectors pay more for red coins that have retained their original copper color over the years, compared to brown, or red-brown, toned coins. Third, population reports play a role. If only a handful of high-grade examples exist, the price skyrockets. Finally, the selling venue also matters. A coin sold through a renowned auction house with national exposure can bring in much more than one sold online casually. This story reminds us all that valuable coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight. You don't need to be a millionaire to strike it rich. Sometimes all it takes is a sharp eye and a little knowledge. It's entirely possible that you or someone you know has a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln cent in incredible condition and doesn't even realize the potential fortune sitting right in their pocket. Let's recap what makes the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin worth up to $99,187. It must be from the Philadelphia Mint, which means it will not have a mint mark. It must be in uncirculated condition. We're talking about near-perfect coins, graded MS-67 red or higher. It must be authenticated and graded by a trusted company like PCGS or NGC. And there must be strong demand and low population numbers for that grade to fetch a top-dollar result at auction. This coin is not just a piece of copper. It's a part of American history, a symbol of everyday value transformed into extraordinary wealth. The next time you're sorting through your change or looking through a relative's coin jar, keep your eyes peeled for that shining 1980 penny without a mint mark. It could be your golden ticket, worth nearly $100,000. Thanks for watching and being part of our growing community of coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin stories, price guides, and real-life success finds. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any updates. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny or have a 1980 no-mint mark cent in your collection. You could be sitting on a small fortune, and we'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep checking your pockets, search through those coin rolls, and happy hunting for hidden treasure. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden treasures and explore the world of rare coins that could be sitting right in your pocket change. Today's spotlight is on one of the most fascinating and surprisingly valuable coins in the Lincoln penny series. We're talking about the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a rare piece of American coinage history that has recently shocked collectors and investors by being worth an astonishing $62,938 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $62,000 for a single penny. Now sit back, grab a notebook, and let's dive deep into the full history, design, production, and collector's value of this amazing coin. The story of the 1981 Lincoln penny starts over 100 years ago in 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced by the United States Mint to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than a symbolic figure. The Lincoln cent became instantly popular and remains in circulation to this day. Through the decades, this coin has seen changes in design, composition, and mint marks. But what makes the 1981 version stand out is not just its year of minting, but the fact that it has no mint mark, making it both mysterious and incredibly valuable. Now you may be wondering, what does it mean when a coin has no mint mark? In the world of coin collecting, a mint mark is a small letter stamped onto the coin to identify which U.S. mint facility produced it. A D indicates the Denver Mint, an S represents San Francisco, and a P or no mark usually means it was struck in Philadelphia. So yes, most 1981 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark were minted in Philadelphia. However, it's not just the absence of the mint mark that gives this coin its worth, it's the combination of rarity, condition, and unique historical relevance. During the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was preparing for a major transition. Inflation was rising, and the cost of copper used to make pennies had increased significantly. In response, the U.S. Mint experimented with different metal compositions, eventually switching from 95% copper to a mostly zinc composition with just a thin copper plating in late 1982. Therefore, the 1981 penny was one of the final full copper pennies ever struck. This detail alone makes it highly desirable to collectors. But the real jackpot comes when a 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is found in a pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one with sharply defined details, original luster, and absolutely no wear. Those are the coins that command top dollar. Let's talk about one such coin. A rare 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded by a professional grading service as Mint State 67 Red was recently sold at auction for an eye-popping $62,938. Why did it fetch so much? First, because it was nearly flawless. Second, because only a few examples in this top grade exist today. And third, because serious coin collectors are always willing to pay a premium to own the best example of a coin that most people overlook. This extraordinary value reflects a combination of superb condition, extreme rarity in that grade, and massive collector demand. But that's not the only high-priced example. Other 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cents in lower but still excellent condition, such as MS-66 or MS-65 Red, have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. In circulated condition, these coins might only be worth face value or a few cents over, but in gem mint state, the price can skyrocket. Now let's discuss the design. The obverse or front of the 1981 penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, Liberty on the left, and the year 1981 on the right. If there is no mint mark below the year, then the coin was struck in Philadelphia. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America above, E pluribus unum centered just under the roof, and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. While this design may look standard, what hides in the details is what makes this particular penny so special to numismatists. Many 1981 no-mint mark pennies are plagued by weak strikes, die deterioration, or poor planchet quality. That's why finding a well-struck example with full red color and minimal marks is like finding a needle in a haystack. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents know how hard it is to find a gem in this year, especially without a mint mark and in flawless condition. That's what drives the value and the excitement. Now, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, check the coin carefully for the absence of a mint mark. Then, look at its condition. If it appears bright red in color, with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, you might be holding a high-grade uncirculated coin. Your next step is to compare it with online reference images and get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Only coins certified in the highest grades will command thousands of dollars or more. It's also important to be aware of the market demand. Rare coins like the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are constantly increasing in value, especially as more collectors enter the hobby. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and coin shows are great places to track sales and see what collectors are paying for these coins. Just one penny could change your life if it turns out to be one of these high-value examples. To sum it up, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just another old coin. It represents the end of an era for full copper pennies, it carries historical and production significance, and in top condition, it can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. With the current market value reaching as high as $62,938, it's a coin worth searching for in your old piggy banks, coin jars, and inherited collections. So before you dismiss that little copper coin lying around in your drawer, take a second look. It might be the 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could make you a small fortune. Always check your change, get your coins graded, and stay tuned for more incredible discoveries in the world of numismatics. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story about coins that are worth big money. Until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secret treasures hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible history and hidden value of the 1987 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This is not just any ordinary penny. This is a coin that, in pristine condition and with the right qualities, has fetched an unbelievable price of $55,987 in the current market. So make sure to watch this video all the way through because we're about to take you on a detailed journey into one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents ever made. Let's begin with the history behind this fascinating coin. The 1987 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse or front side of the coin features a right-facing portrait of President Lincoln. This design has remained largely unchanged for over a century, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The 1987 penny continued this iconic legacy. Now let's focus on the 1987 D penny in particular. The D-Mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin indicates that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint. In 1987, the Denver Mint produced over 4.5 billion Lincoln pennies. Yes, you heard that right. Over 4.5 billion. So you might be wondering, how can a coin that was produced in such huge numbers be worth nearly $56,000? Well, the answer lies in rarity, condition, and unique era characteristics. Most of these pennies circulated normally and show heavy wear, making them worth only face value. But certain coins were either struck in error, made with unusual metal compositions, or preserved in perfect mint state condition. These are the coins that attract serious attention from collectors and can skyrocket in value at auction houses. One of the most important factors affecting the value of the 1987 D penny is its condition. Coins graded as MS, or mint state, by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, command the highest prices. To reach the level of a $55,987 coin, the penny must not only be in mint state but be in the upper levels such as MS68 or MS69, with full red luster and absolutely no visible flaws. These kinds of coins are incredibly rare and are often found only in unopened mint rolls or sets that have been kept in climate-controlled storage for decades. Another contributing factor is the presence of mint errors. Some 1987 D pennies have been discovered with double die errors, off-center strikes, or even planchet anomalies. A double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a misalignment, or doubling, causing letters and numbers to appear doubled or distorted. If a 1987 D penny exhibits these traits, its value can increase dramatically. Let's take a moment to talk about one particular 1987 D Lincoln penny that made headlines. This coin was graded MS69 red by a top-tier grading company, and sold at a private auction for an astonishing $55,987. What made this penny so special was its blazing red color, flawless surfaces, and a nearly perfect strike. It was considered one of the finest known examples in existence. For a coin that originally cost just 1 cent to produce, turning into a 5-figure collectible is nothing short of incredible. Collectors value coins like this not just for their rarity, but also for the story they tell. Each tiny imperfection or unique characteristic on a coin is a glimpse into the minting process of its time. The 1987 D penny tells the story of a year when billions of coins were made, but only a few stood out as truly exceptional. And in the hands of a keen-eyed collector, One such coin became a prized treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins in your own collection or coin jar, here's what to look for. First, check the coin's date and mint mark. Make sure it's a 1987 penny with a D underneath the date. Next, examine the coin's color. Red pennies are worth more than brown or darker ones. Then look at the overall condition. A coin with no scratches, dings, or discoloration is a good candidate. Finally, if you think your coin might be uncirculated or contain an error, consider having it graded professionally. A small investment in grading could yield an enormous return if your penny is truly rare. So, how can you protect and potentially profit from your coins? First, never clean a coin. Cleaning can ruin its value permanently. Store your pennies in protective holders or folders. Keep them away from humidity and direct sunlight. And if you're buying coins to build a collection, always buy from reputable dealers who can provide authentication and grading. In conclusion, the 1987 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin, but under the right conditions, it transforms into a rare collectible worth $55,987 or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about coins, this is proof that the smallest change can bring the biggest surprise. Always check your pennies, because you never know if you're holding onto a hidden fortune. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful and exciting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more rare coin stories, values, and expert insights. Leave a comment below if you have a 1987 D penny and want help identifying its value. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and may your next penny be the one that changes everything. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters from all around the world. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins as we explore a penny that might just be hiding in your change jar or old coin collection, the incredible 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This ordinary-looking coin could be worth as much as $63,988 in today's coin market. So stay tuned and don't miss a single second, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself rushing to check your own pennies. The story of the 1998 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark begins with a legacy that stretches back over a century. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin quickly became a staple of American currency, and it has remained in continuous production ever since. While the design has gone through several changes over the decades, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was standard from 1959 through 2008, and 1998 was one of the last years of its full production before the major redesigns in the next decade. Now, the 1998 Lincoln penny was minted in large numbers. However, not all pennies from this year are created equal. Most of the coins were minted at either the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not place a mint mark on coins, or the Denver Mint, which uses a small D mint mark. A 1998 penny with no mint mark indicates it was struck in Philadelphia, but what makes some of these coins so valuable comes down to a combination of rare errors, pristine condition, and collector demand. You see, while billions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1998, only a tiny fraction have survived in uncirculated condition or show signs of unique production anomalies. Some of these coins may exhibit die doubling, off-center strikes, or other rare minting errors. A few may even be struck on the wrong planchet, which means they were mistakenly minted using metal blanks intended for other denominations. These types of errors dramatically increase a coin's value to collectors. But it's not just mint errors that make the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth serious money. Condition plays a huge role. Coins that are found in flawless mint state condition, often graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are incredibly rare. Such specimens display no wear, perfect luster, and razor-sharp details. When a 1998 penny in such perfect condition hits the auction block, collectors are willing to pay a premium, and in one recorded case, That premium reached a jaw-dropping $63,988. Let's talk about why collectors are willing to pay so much for a penny that originally cost just 1 cent. It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. For many, it's a serious investment. Coins that combine historical significance with rarity and eye appeal are highly sought after. The 1998 no-mint mark penny in top condition fits all three of these categories. It's a modern coin with historical roots, rare in pristine condition, and beautiful to look at. Additionally, because so many people overlook modern pennies, they often get spent or damaged, reducing the number of high-quality examples even further. Now you might be wondering how to identify whether your 1998 penny is valuable. First, flip the coin over and look for the mint mark. If there is no mint mark under the year on the obverse side, that means it was struck in Philadelphia. Then examine the coin carefully for any signs of doubling, especially around the date and lettering. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect every detail. Next, evaluate the condition of the coin. If it looks shiny, uncirculated, and flawless, it may be worth getting it professionally graded. A high-grade 1998 Lincoln cent with no mint mark and no damage could be your ticket to a 5-figure payday. It's also important to understand that not every no mint mark 1998 penny is valuable. Most are only worth face value or a few cents. But it's the rare exceptions, those error coins, those perfect specimens, that skyrocket in value and make headlines. That's why serious collectors and sellers take the time to study every detail. Whether it's an unusual strike, a double die error, or an unexpected planchet, these anomalies turn an ordinary penny into a numismatic treasure. In recent years, interest in modern coin collecting has exploded. Online auctions, coin shows, and numismatic forums are buzzing with talk of valuable pennies, nickels, and quarters from the late 20th century. The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is part of this movement. It represents the possibility that hidden treasure is still out there, in jars, drawers, wallets, and old purses. You don't need to be a millionaire to find a coin worth a fortune. All it takes is a sharp eye, a little knowledge, and a passion for the hunt. Before you spend that next penny, give it a second look. That small copper coin in your pocket could be a rare and valuable piece of American history. Imagine finding a penny that changes your financial future, a coin struck over 25 years ago that now commands nearly $64,000 in the collector's market. It has happened before, and it could happen to you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins that might be hiding in your house, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a valuable update. Share this video with friends and family. You never know who might have a hidden treasure in their change jar. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of coins, even a single cent can be worth a fortune. Keep hunting, keep learning, and you just might strike gold with your very own 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny.